Stop by when you can.
Goddamn renegades attacking the canteen now? Are we really gonna win this war?
Growling. Haven't eaten a thing today.
Keep watch.
Like this,
Don't talk.
I miss real
Since when are you
coffee.
such a stick?
Or a day off. That'll be.
I asked for a reassignment, and I think I pissed someone off.
I can't hear.
Damn it, weapon need.
Tell me what's up with you instead. Wait before I blow down.
Easy.
Greta's gone completely bonkers. I heard. Apparently she's living with Tyler, the guy who had
That wasn't her, actually.
I have to say, Aiden, I haven't seen Albert this happy in forever. Thank you for what you're doing. Here's a list for your next book search. I've enjoyed our talks, but I tend to hog the conversation. Are there any questions you'd like to ask me?
Well, actually, I am curious about something.
Wonderful. What would you like to know?
I get that you're a romantic, but are you into subjects like science?
An interesting question. Hopefully my answer will be worthy of it. You ask, though, as if they are entirely different ends of the spectrum. But to me, they are parallel notions. Whether it's science or romance, answers to questions are often best guesses based on what can be observed. With a different perspective, the same information leads to a different answer. For example, the sun was once a fiery god that, with better observational tools, was revealed to be but a fiery ball of gas. How do you feel about science? Especially given its role in our current mess.
Science is just a tool, like a hammer. You can use it to build a shelter or bury it in someone's skull.
A vivid but effective example. Hopefully we'll see more shelters and fewer of the other. Hurry back so we can speak some more.
Of course, I'm looking forward to it.
We should.
Heard about Rose withdrawal from the island. Old Matt knows what he's doing.
Glad you stopped to see me.
Morning, Pilgrim.
The Butcher is our greatest enemy. He's responsible for Black Monday bombing.
Do anything wrong? My back. I can't hear.
fine. Just don't get offended.
You're tougher than... Can you imagine that?
Ah, you're a miracle worker. You found them and brought them back safely. Oh, here now is one of the original great American novels, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Mark Twain was a wry observer of the human condition and a sharp-witted satirist. What would his take on the divisions of our society be, I wonder? Here we have what is known as the Written Torah, an introduction, if you will, to the origin story of the Jewish people, and part of the larger concept of the Torah that includes all their teachings, culture, and practice. A crucial tome of religion and culture. Our collection is growing by leaps and bounds, primarily due to your leaping and bounding. Nothing? You are a stoic, aren't you? Damn, thought you'd have a better sense of humor than Thalia. Oh well.
Aiden, it's such a wonderful day. Let's dispense with all this dreary philosophizing, shall we?
Okay.
I see you brought back The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Tell me, Aiden, as a pilgrim, are you an adventurer like Huckleberry Finn?
Every day out there was an adventure, I can tell you that. Not always a pleasant one, though.
There was plenty of unpleasantness in Huckleberry Finn.
In that case, call me Huck.
And I'll be your Mary Jane. Tell me, Aiden, do you have a thing for older women like Huck did?
Excuse me?
Never mind. I am just glad you've retained your sense of humor in the face of this world's darkness. And don't ever think I take for granted the danger you surely encounter every day.
The danger's out there, Thalia. Here with you. No reason not to relax.
That's how I feel when you're around, Aiden. Thank you for that. I'll anxiously await your return. Before you go,
at all.
Message 1. March 8, 2024 at 3:01 p.m. Hello, Gunter. I know you're on leave, but this is urgent. The military just came here and they're evacuating the entire shelter.
I hear Matt told his men to leave the island.
You have 2 new messages.
Having the power back on will change the tide of the war. I hear the PK engineers are working on alarms and electric traps.
Morning, Pilgrim.
The Butcher's our greatest enemy. He's responsible for the Black Monday
The
bombing.
flowers at our feet and kids will play brave blue helmets. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We will not be abandoned.
Yesterday, my youngest said, when I grow up, I want to sit the Renegade
Greta's
too.
gone completely bonkers. I heard. She called Jen a stupid slut for what she did with Jacob.
How the thrill I get when you walk through the door with more books. Let me see. Let me see. Hardly. Franz Kafka might have thrived in our city. He wrote tales that blended realism and fantasy, creating surreal environments and scenarios. Doesn't that sound familiar? The Metamorphosis was all about a hideous transformation. Yes, he might have provided some brilliant insight into our current situation. Yes, you have preserved poetry. That's just what the city needs. Particularly the work of Pindar and his victory odes. They celebrate the triumphs of ancient athletes. And what is life today but a contest simply to survive? He was a firm believer in what man can achieve by the grace of the gods. Gods or no, I share his faith. I spoke about faith when we first met. Not only was that faith justified, you've now given me hope.
Aiden. I've barely been able to focus, waiting for you to return. I see you brought Kafka's Metamorphosis. Albert's been after that particular book for a while. I'm sure Albert waxed poetic about the theme of transformation and its parallels to the state of our world.
A lot of wax, actually. 2 earfuls, at least.
That's Albert. But I'm curious what you think. Is the protagonist's transformation into a giant cockroach an apt parallel for what's going on in our world?
More or less. He turned into a roach. People can turn into infected.
True. But Kafka's story was as much about feelings of alienation and isolation. Not just turning into a monster.
Yeah. I suppose you're right. I hadn't really thought of it that way.
I see. I guess I was expecting more of your stealth insight.